Hello guys, so as this moment or as this juncture, uh, I will continue of the topic what I've discussed lately about the Iala Buoyage system. So let's continue for this topic about the Iala Buoyage system. So we're done on this one. So for the continuous, it is about the 6 type of marks. So the lateral marks help to indicate which side of the waterway is to be followed. The port marks should be kept to the vessel left side and starboard marks to its right. However, when a vessel travels downstream, the position of marks will change accordingly. For example, port marks on its right side while starboard marks on its left side. So every buoy is identified by their color, shape, top marks, light, and the rhythm of light. So you will understand when you can able to look the type or the what is the buoy look like. So the table below will give a better illustrations of the excuse me buoys found in region A and region B respectively. So next, so the lateral marks in region A, so in the table, so for the color from the port hand marks, which is the red, in the starboard side, which is the hand marks, which is the green. So for this is only for region A. So the buoy shape niya is like cylindrical, pillar spars, conical pillar spars is also in the starboard hand marks. From the top mark, so now maybe you're not able to, if you're not familiar with, there was also top mark in the buoy. Later on, we will see the picture. Sorry. So the top mark, single red cylinder can or the can. In the starboard, single green cone pointing upward. So they are different, downward, upward, something like that. So the light color, red and green. Red for the port hand and starboard for the hand marks, green. So the light rhythm niya is like any part from composite group flush 2 plus 1. Any part from composite group plus the same with port in the starboard. So for the preferred channel starboard for the region A for lateral is the color. As you can see in the table, preferred channel for the starboard and for the port. Red green, red horizontal stripe, green red. So that's the one of the preferred channel starboard for the next. So the lateral marks region B. So for that B, port hand marks will be the green and the starboard hand marks for the red. So as what I've said a while ago in the lateral marks, when it comes to regional B, it will be convert. Oh yeah, I know that's not convert but invert to the position of the region B to the region B. So it's opposite. So as you can see in the picture, the port hand marks and also the preferred channel to starboard. So next is as you can see, this is the picture of region A starboard hand mark. So as you can see in the tanker, so the tanker, I think this is in its page. It's located to her starboard side, region A, so green. So next, for the port side, on the region A for the port hand mark, red one. Region A preferred channel from the starboard, as you can see for the starboard. For the starboard, you can able to see that the green is on the center. For the port channel, red to the center, green, red, green, while the starboard, red, green, red. So next for the region B. So region B for the starboard, you can see the red one, and the port side is the green one. Next for the region B, which is ship entering port of Busan, South Korea. So this is the voice, you can see green for the uh, let's just say the port side and the starboard side of the red one. For the ship entering view from the aft of a vessel, in the back, as you can see, there's a red and a green. So next, for the cardinal marks. So let's move on to the cardinal marks. We've done with the lateral marks. So the cardinal marks are used in conjunctions with the compass to indicate where the mariners may find the best navigable water. They take their name from the quadrants in which they are placed. They have the same color and the same shape irrespective of the region A and B. There are four cardinal marks named after the four cardinal points of the compass. So we're familiar with the cardinal marks, right? The north, south, east, and west, right? So each mark can be distinguished from one another from their top marks. Boy, color, and rime of light. When a cardinal mark is seen, remember that clear and navigable water lies on the name side of the mark. So when we can easily distinguish the cardinal mark, especially for the top mark, because there's different type of top marks in the cardinal marks. So I'll explain to you later on. So let's move on. So as you can see, north, north, west, south, east. So as you can see, the cone of the north, two cones upwards, while the west inward both, and the south downwards, and the east is they go far away, two cones far away. So I will be discussed later on. So these are the example of ways cardinal marks, as what I've said. The west cardinal marks two cones pointing towards each other. So towards each other. So this is the example of the pictures. You can see the cones is towards. You can see towards. And also this one. The cones is towards. Okay. Next. For the east cardinal mark, two cones pointing away from each other. So they are away from each other. So you can see the cones. This is just like an arrow. They are far away from each other. For next, for the north cardinal marks, two cones pointing upwards. So as well as said a while ago, so this is the example. As you can see, it's like in the arrow, they are going to upwards. Also this one. Okay, for next. For the south cardinal marks, two cones pointing downwards. As you can see in the example picture, downwards. So those are the cardinal marks. For the safety watermarks, unlike other marks, they use horizontal stripes. This is the only mark to use vertical stripe. Safe watermarks does not point to any danger but specify that safe navigable water is all around the mark. So safe watermarks are instrument to mariners as they indicate the beginning of a marked channel. So when a mariner see a safe watermark on a chart, he should soon realize that he is approaching a channel. It is the demarcation between open sea waters and confined waters. It indicates the entrance to any port. It also points at the best point of the passage under a fixed bridge. Safe watermarks uses a red balls as top mark. Safe watermarks can be used in a line to mark navigable safe water route through shallow areas. So the safe watermark, the color red and white vertical stripes, the buoy shapes, pillars, spars, and spherical. For the top mark, single red spare. For the color white, for the rhythm, so pace occulting 1 every 10 seconds for Morse code alpha. So the pictures, we will able to show you. This is the example of the safe watermarks. Okay, for the next one, for the isolated danger mark, as the name suggestion, these buoys are used to mark dangerous shipping. So they highlight and bring to the attention of mariners any hazard or dangers to safe navigation. This, excuse me, these marks are erected or moored above the danger. These marks are erected and moored above the danger to alert mariners of any peril ahead. An isolated danger mark indicates that there is a navigable water all around the mark. So these marks can be distinguished from other marks by their top marks, which consist of two black spheres and one above the other, and by their color black with one or more red horizontal bands rather. The rhyme of light group flashing too can easily be retained in memory by correlating to its top mark, two black spheres. So for the next, we'll see the example. So these pictures show the isolated danger marks from the word itself, danger. So these are the marks that warn you that you are able to the isolated danger. For the color, black with one, for the void shape, black, and the group flashing two. So next, the special marks. So special marks are used to denote mariners' areas with special features. They do not play any major role in the facilitating mariners in safe navigation. They only point out reach of certain interest to mariners. The nature of such area can be found by consulting the charts of sailing directions. Special marks may indicate spoiled ground, military exercise areas, recreational zones, boundaries of any anchored areas, cables and pipeline, dead ends, mooring areas, protective areas, marine farms are aquaculture, oil wells, ODAS, or the Ocean Data Acquisition System, which gather information about the wind speed, pressure, salinity, and temperature. These marks can easily be demarcated from other buoys by their yellow color and top mark, which is across. So mostly of the special marks is yellow color and the top marks will be X. So we'll see the example picture. So that's the example of the special mark. For the color, it's yellow, which is you can easily distinguish if there's a special marks. For the buoy shape, optional but must not conflict with the use for a lateral or safe watermark. A single yellow cross X shape and yellow any rhyme used for what lights. So next, for the emergency wreck marking buoy, these buoys have come into existence much later compared to the other five types of marks. The sinking of the MV tricolor in the Dover Strait in 2002 introduced of the emergency wreck and marking buoy in the Iala buoy system. So at the time that the MV tricolor sinking, so it involves the emergency wreck marking voyage. So the wreck was struck further by two others ship causing havoc damage to shipping and loss of life. Yeah. Most this incident, it was immediately necessary to mark such new dangers so that it is readily recognized by ships as a new hazard and further collisions are prevented from occurring. So emergency wreck marking voyage mark newly discovered and surveyed dangers which are yet to be announced and declared in nautical publications and charts. So this buoy is placed as close as possible to the wreck and unlike other buoys is designed to provide a highly conspicuous visual and radio aid for the navigation. So this is the example of the emergency wreck marking buoy. For the color, yellow and blue stripes, minimum of 4, maximum of 8. And the buoy shape is a pillar or spar. For the mark, for the top mark, upright yellow cross. For the color, yellow. For the rhythm, any rhythm not used for white line. So actually, guys, that's for the informations that I am able to share to you the different types of buoys. So when we say the Iala, so Ayala maritime buoyage system has helped to overcome these difficulties to a great extent, thereby aiding mariners and all nationalities navigating anywhere in the world to fix their position and avoid danger without fear of ambiguity, now and for the years to come. So the Iala Voyage system is very helpful for us, especially as a maritimes in the industry, because we can able to fix our position and avoid danger or fear of ambiguity. So once again, I'm the Cadet Santito Joseph V from University of Cebu METC campus. We are the group 4. Thank you and God bless. For the reference, you can see on the video. Thank you.